right?
Digging it up, aren't you?
So we were on our way to an estate sale, a salvage clean out, and then we saw a flea market sign for today only. So we are in the Jackson area, so we thought, heck, why don't we do, instead of going past it, take a moment and stop and see what they have.
Everything is under $5.
Okay. How much are these?
The bookends, I'd like 3.
Okay, and this other one, little
2?
2? Perfect, I'll take all those. That was easy. Old bulb. Oh, that's cute. Okay. And then that little guy is adorable.
That's old.
He's cute. I love mice.
My
We would be terrible shopping
$2,
together.
and she's like, okay, yep, me too. Yep.
Uh-huh. So those,
So you
that.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Had to look at the black cat.
He's missing some whiskers.
Well, aren't we all? See what's in this little tent.
I get 12%, I think. Morning. Morning. How are you? Pretty good.
Looks like a newer piece, but that peacock's pretty. Very pretty. It's pretty. Grumpy. Bet he's chipped. Look at his whiskers. Oh my gosh, he is funny. He's missing a foot though. Oh. For the gig. Is that a toy? Oh, that's a toy. Interesting. Oh, it doesn't stay closed though. Not sure how you'd fix that. I could figure out how to fix that.
Wingtips?
Some molds, but that would be great if it's only $1 to make.
It's a CD 850.
Whatever that means. Okay. Well, that was a quick, what, 5 minutes flea market, but then one lady, we scored on those brass frog mushroom bookends with $3. Well, I don't remember, but
It was $9 for all of it.
yeah, everything, and an old bulb, and there's something else. I don't know. I'll have to show you at the end of the day, but I'm like,
Oh, there was a frog
yeah, so
stick.
oh yeah, so I mean, well, we're going back the way that we came because I'm like, hey, it could be all over by the time we head back from our adventures today.
Well, that
so
stuff definitely would have been gone.
yes. So anyway, we're on our way to Grass Lake to a salvaged auction, not an auction, it's an estate sale. We chose not to even try to go early. They had a sign-up list at 5 o'clock last night, which is 45 minutes from our house just to sign up. And it is just a packed building. So if we find some treasures, we find some treasures. If they're all gone, then it wasn't meant to be. But then we're going to head our way to Chelsea, and we've never gone to those antique malls. So that's where our adventures today. Chris didn't really see an auction.
Well,
I mean,
we've drove by this place numerous times and it's never been open. So we thought, this would be our first time going through it. We've always wanted to go through it because we like to find salvage pieces. So we will see what's there. It showed tons of corbels, hardware, doors.
and they could all be gone by the time we get there, but like I said, we weren't going to drive 45 minutes just to put our name on a list.
That we would have been late for.
And then, yeah, we would have been late at the time we noticed it. So if stuff's there, it's one of those, if stuff's there, then it's there, and if it's not, we don't know because we didn't study the pictures hard enough to miss it. But Yeah, 40 years, and I didn't even know how people would get in unless they brought stuff out, because it was like, you know, one of those that you have to like walk on your sides and put your purse close to your body or you're gonna knock things over. So we'll just head there. We're about 9 minutes. We'll just head there. We're about 9 minutes from there, so we'll see what's left or if there's still a line to get in, because it didn't start till 10 and it's almost 11. Decided we're not going to stop because there's still a line to get into the building.
And
So
cars everywhere.
and there's cars everywhere, so they're probably only allowing so many in. And since it's nothing, I mean, it's going to be huge salvage pieces that you really have to search for, and I don't think it's worth our time. So we'll just head on to somewhere else. If there was that piece that you're like, oh, I just have to have it, one, we would have been there early, and two, we would go in. But yeah, there's about 20 some people waiting outside still to get in an hour after the sale started. So yeah, one estate sale's not good, you stop at another one. We just happened to go down the road and see a random estate sale sign, so we stopped. So let's see what's at this one. Then gotta look at littles. Those are funny.
It's like
Bunch of longing burger. Young. I don't know much about longing burger, but that's cute though. $6. This is day one, I believe. Kitchen. I've actually received these before. Yeah. We have a collector of. Oh, but I like the little. Oh my gosh, he's a little mouse. I like him. And with all the other, I like the little mouse, right? Oh, what's this? Little longing burger Easter bunny dish. I like it because it's a bunny dish. It's cute. Somebody was a hairdresser. Oh, it's wax. Oh, I don't know if I like the wax. Chickens. Glass candy canes. Just think the trees are interesting. Littles. Oh, I like him. Keep picking up all the littles. That's funny. It's a moose bicycle. The infamous cup. Americana room. Holy cow, it's a whole tree full of snow babies. Oh my, I think I'm in the attic now. They just priced it where it was. So $7 poem. We have a little elephant. Grandma pour all the way. Just Easter grasses, Easter eggs. Oh, it's for Halloween. That's funny. It's a kitty. Okay. You want to carry it down then, or did you go in all the rooms already?
I haven't gone in some of these up here.
Okay. Let's see what's in this room now. Oh, stained glass. $10. Oh, every holiday tree. Oh, it's the little. What's this one? 10. I don't know if I necessarily love it though. Well, I mean, I'm sure we weren't here when it first opened, but lots of Longing Burger. I don't know anything about Longing Burger and first day sales. You know, it's priced pretty close to probably what retail is. But I got a few little tchotchkes, so I'm happy with that. Chelsea's Antique. Never been here. I don't even know if we've ever even been to Chelsea. Antiques and bowling. Well, that would be interesting. And beer.
So that must be the bowling alley.
Closed on Mondays. Like, where did I set that phone down at?
I'm like, oh no, what did I do?
Well, you just gotta hope you don't have it on silence. Not at that point.
Actually, mine is never on silent.
Oh, that's a good deal. $3.50 a jar.
That's usually when everybody tries to get a hold of me. What's wrong with your phone? Nothing.
Kind of a little mismatch set here. I'll have to think about those. This one's nice and packed. Hey, they got a Reed wafer, $60. One of these little cases. It's locked. Little kitty cat missing its ball. Oh. There's a frog on top of a L.E. Smith, Black Art Deco, chipped on lathe. Oh, that's too bad. Oh yeah, that's a big chip. Can't forgive that, unfortunately. Horse weather vane, $2.75. That's at Blue Mountain Pottery. $29 on the turtle. Probably, I don't know the going prices, but little goose checkerboard, grandma core, $10.
Did I tell you that?
No, I kind of guessed that.
Well, the bottom is broke, but it looks like it's missing a piece.
28 on that checkerboard with the hearts. I like the black and white. Is it salt and pepper? It is salt and pepper. 35 for those. I love the retro look of these. Birds of happiness.
Only one bruised.
Oh, oh, he's got a little vase with him. Never seen one with a vase. 25. Signed Leo Ward. 2001. Never saw it with a vase before. Seeing so many checkerboards. 55 on that one. That is so funny. Actually bought and resold that one. 25. It would be holding like a glass bowl. That's what it should be holding. But 25, I think that's probably more than what I sold it for. This one's all white. 125. Oh, well, they called it Mother of Pearl. I don't really see the glazing on it, but
I see the shininess over here.
Maybe it's the lighting or my headache, one or the other. Oh, is it red? It's blue. 35 on that topper. I'm still on the hunt for red though. 35 is probably the right price. Those candelabras though. 400 a piece.
$4.90.
490. Chris corrected me. 490. Ooh. Oh, there's some big ones. 210 on that decanter. Okay. How much on the little bowls then? I don't know. 32 on the Becker mini insulators. $5. Do I need any more though? I think I have quite a few. Suckler for bottle brush trees though, but $5 for all three. We got little which on the daisy pattern. $169. Oh, I have not ever seen the set like this in the daisy pattern. Well, I bet that's probably the price for it. Ooh, $229 on that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing graphics. Chris pointed out 1940s store display. Got some Beautiful. They almost look like Van Briggle, but nope, this one's a McCoy. Yeah, I've sold that one. 62 on that one. I don't know who these guys are. $5. I just like the way that they are painted. Don't know anything about these two little guys, but $5 a piece. The colors are fun. Just fun little color. Day of the Dead, but they are $5 a piece and they sell for $20 on eBay, which is the season right now to pick them up. It's just everything's so stuffed. This little buddy planter, $12. Japan. He is pretty. Hi, look at his big puppy eyes. 19 sad-eyed puppy. And then this little frog. Can't see his tag. $20 on the picture, which is super heavy. I can't read that, so I don't know. Ooh, glowy glass.
Those are really vibrant.
Yeah, that's really bright. Oh, look at as many pieces you buy, you get a discount.
No, there's only 2 left.
Well, these should be glowy. No, nope, just depression. Ooh. Oh, they're little salt and pepper shakers. They are 20, but that color is.
Well, that's what they sell for too.
That color's pretty amazing, though. Those are cool. Older piece of canister set of 4. Got some nice age to them. The tag, $38 for the whole set. Very vintage. The black, they fit into a lot of people's decor. Ooh, 30 for that flower frog. Really? Oh, 30 for the 2 of them. Okay, so that would make them 15 a piece. So that's too much. And then these are plastic ones. And then that would make those 10 a piece, but I like the metal ones. Gooseberry.
There's a bunch of different ones.
55. I don't know how much it is. I'd have to look it up. I love these. These are so retro. Mid-century modern. It's 20 for the set, which makes them $5 a piece, and I don't think you'd get much more for that. So our total spend was $21.20. So got 3 items for $21.20. So cute little store. Okay, we are in the Chelsea Antiques. Looks a little bit higher end.
There's some glass cabinet you need.
Yeah, I like that glass cabinet. It's so hard because people steal stuff, so you gotta put it behind glass all the time. Terrible. 2020. That's a cool decoy. 200 duck carving.
Look at this one.
Is that 200 also?
125.
Because he's lost his bill. Everything. Oh, some jadeite. 160. 160 on the set.
Yeah, well, retro.
Ooh, orange is even harvesty orange. For my Cadillac. Piggy bank. Save up your pennies. Oh, that's a cool. It's not pressed. Oh.
Got a little room and
Yes.
Kinga.
I wonder if those are store displays. I don't like the cloth behind it, but that's a pretty one. Buy safe 600. Oh, he's $500. I don't even know what he would have been. He's pretty cool though. That full card piggy. 48 cutting board. I would never use him as a cutting board. He'd just be beautiful decor. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's on sale.
Yes.
No wording though. I'm surprised it doesn't have any wording on it though.
Yeah,
But
some
that's glass.
carving on the side.
So you got glass and the detail, little spool cabinet. Beautiful carving on the side. Another pig. See a pig?
Mm-hmm.
Guess he's a pig. $35 on him. Oh, it is. How much is that? That's the character, the brokenness.
210.
210.
Look at that side.
Oh, that weather vane, 1935. 34. Misspoke there.
There's a corner cabinet right behind you.
Oh.
That's not the corner cabinet.
Oh, 1200. We want a corner cabinet, but we can't. I don't think I could do 1200. And it's a massive piece, actually. So if it could, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Can I even get it all in? We are looking for a corner cabinet, but this one's 30, which is about what it sells. Oh, it's so dusty. And then this one is 48. So right on the money there. A vintage hand mold. This is the brown color. The white sells probably the best, and that's 32. So much to look at. You just have to study. These are huge. 75 a piece for these Indian clubs. These are huge. Ducks. A whole bunch of creels from 65 to 195. That gunsmith sign, it's not for sale, but it's a neat piece of architectural.
Salvage.
Pabst Blue Ribbon is this mixer. 95 seems like a great price on that. Oh, it's because it's missing. It's missing its two holders. That's why. If it had two holders, it would be $235 on that. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, you could still use it, but you can't really replace those holders. There's a little butter press. 45 on the Swan. Display. Noah's Ark. These are oldie. They almost look like putts. Oh, that's cool. German Noah's Ark, $6.25. Okay, so one antique store was no longer there downtown. The Uptown Antiques Google took us to. It's no longer there. It's a kids shop now, kids baby gift. And then we came into the Chelsea's Antiques. Yeah, Chelsea's Antiques.
Great antiques.
And great antiques, beautiful. When we talk about primitive and old antiques, yeah. Our spend there was zero. Zero, not a thing.
Found your corner cabinet.
Yeah, I love that corner cabinet, but I can't reason $1,200 when we are, I couldn't even sell one for $1,200. We've had stuff that's been pretty close to that before, and if we got $500, we were lucky in our area. So anyway, yeah. So not quite the successful shopping day, but anyway, finally made it. We came back when there wasn't a line. So
Yeah, we weren't sure what to expect.
so we weren't sure what's going to be left, but that's all good. No.
Deal direct with people out of there. It's just not, I mean, it's too overwhelming. Right.
This doesn't matter, but there's
Okay, we were waiting for the line to calm down. Nothing was that important for us to stand outside in a line.
Yeah.
We're here all the time working.
Oh, but these are all important. Oh, these are some beautiful ones. Okay, I definitely like that one. Oh, koi. Some koi pieces.
What's going on, Jen?
Those look nice. I'll let Chris talk, and I'll look. See how that works? Okay, this is all the architectural little, if you want some hardware. Oh, holy hardware. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of little creamers.
All right, I've lost my husband entirely. I have no idea.
Oh, okay, here's some little tchotchkes. Let's see what we can find, if anything.
On the counter there is a bigger brown box, and it's got
Anything older? Miracle Cloth. Cool graphics. These little tchotchkes. Oh my gosh, I'm just entertained. I don't know about you all. 15 on the salvage piece. Do y'all see anything? I don't know. It's hard to. I'm not really looking for those kind of parts. My prayer book. My player book. What is my player book? And what do they have in these salvage pieces? I don't know. That one's neat with the design. Cigars. It's an old glass bulb. Purple. It's actually purple. Is it cracked? I can't tell if it's cracked. Oh my gosh, so it's another room with lots of salvaged pieces. And if you were looking for hardware, this is the place you'd want to find it, but I don't know. Gosh, they are cement. That's crazy. Like all this stuff, no, look at that old tongue and groove. Sold. Yeah, I bet somebody snagged that right up. That's a good snag. Okay, I'll probably go over and check it out. Look at, there's just vintage bulbs just every randomly. Okay, Chris said I had to go check out the glassware room. Cute. Excuse me.
I opened this door earlier.
Oh,
I locked it back up.
Oh, you did?
cracked. Looks like Ironstone. Buffalo Chick. Little crock. Pewter. Those are so 1980s. 30 for the pair. A lot of it's not priced because it was just so much to. Clear. So much. Look at this yellow. Yellow's pretty cool. I can only fathom the nightmare it must have been to be in here at the beginning. There's a white hen on the nest. 25 is what it says. That's a little much. That's interesting. There's the salvage that we're looking for. 20. $150 on the dollar. 125 each for those. 200 for I guess some old letters. Some old metal letters. Furniture letters. It says furniture for 125. Oh, that's fun. With no glass?
No glass. It's $100.
So it'd be $80 a pane of glass.
Yeah. It's all weather checked on the top.
Because isn't that what it cost you for the one that you replaced?
1,000.
Don't remember.
No. No napkins.
That's some wonderful salvage. It's $45 on that piece. The key is though, if you buy it, does it sell? Unless you have a purpose for it. Oh, look at that piece of stained glass. It's one of those egg chairs. Old Budweiser.
$3 for all of it.
Oh, there you go. Talk about a collection. $8 on the parking signs. I'm not sure what's going on there. So it's like material on the glass. Oh, I didn't even see him. How much is he?
20.
So would he had fur on him maybe?
I think it was just fake wool.
Aw, he's cute. I gotta think about it. These salvage are all over the place. But these little pieces don't sell as much as the bigger ones. I have learned like these, just these little wooden blocks.
What are you doing, Lou?
But I think they're asking $6 a piece for them. $35 for that bed. I feel like you can make the coolest sign out of that. Cutting the legs off. That would make some very cool sign. So I am hot and sweaty. We went back to the salvage estate sale. The first of many sales, I guess. And as you saw, there was a lot of salvage, and then just trying to decide what to do with it, if you could do something with it. And then when I went back through a second time, I noticed there were boxes underneath the tables that had not been opened yet. So there I am sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor, picking through boxes. But I found some wonderful treasures I can't wait to share with you all. So we kind of started out slow today on our adventure of hunting for treasures to resell, refurbish.
Well, we stopped at a few other places that weren't on the schedule first.
I didn't know we had a schedule. Do you ever have a schedule?
There was a schedule and we veered off.
Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, we knew that we wanted to go to the salvage estate sale. And we knew that if we weren't going to be able to be on the list at 5 o'clock on a Friday night for the 10 o'clock sale on Saturday, that why even bother going right at first, because the line, you knew the guy had collected for 40 years, had a couple large buildings. There was no sense of going because the line was going to be crazy, and we'll just go later. We'll just go on other adventures. And then so for the Grass Lake area, like the Jackson area is close, but I had just gone to the one only, I don't know if that's the only antique store, and then hit the Goodwills and stuff. And on Saturdays, Goodwills and thrift stores are crazy busy, and there's usually not very good pickings. So we decided to research, and Chris found some antique stores in Chelsea. We had never been to Chelsea before. So, I mean, you just have to go check them out to see if it's places you would go again. And of course, if there's signs on the side of the road and we're going past them and backtracked a little bit, we're going to go
turned around.
And we're going to go ahead and check them out, right? So first of all, I have a little haul that I'm going to just share. Like I tell you all the time that when I go into Hog Creek where our booths are, I'm constantly stopping at our local antique malls because I know the people that stock all the time. I know the people that are always bringing fresh in. So I will run in. I'll take a couple minutes and run in, and I'm glad that I did, because I was just after the lady bringing in 3 Halloween goodies. So these are just the Reagan House reproductions of old vintage Halloween pumpkins. So this is the choir boy, the cat, and then a little one. And these are the older versions, and it's perfect timing. And I think $28 I paid for the large pumpkin, and it went down from there. So there's definitely resell in there for me. I've been collecting the black cat, so I might keep the black cat. I'm not sure. Haven't found a place to put the black cats other than on our big, beautiful table that Chris has made. And then one other little find that I found was look at the black little tree. I don't need a big one, but man, I could do something with this piece. Then I have to share with you, not only did Holly give Chris that wonderful puzzle to put together, if you watch that on the Journey channel, or if
Thank you, Holly.
yeah, I hope that you watch that, him putting a puzzle together. She sent me this beautiful Bible. We didn't end up going to, there was an auction that she told us about. We just opted to do the antique malls and Niles instead. So I believe this is one of the Bibles that she got there. And then she had to share that her sister got some wonderful shiny brights and she got a firkin, and which is good because I probably would have been bidding against you for those items. You remember? All's fair in love and war, but there's no friends at an auction. At an auction, that's just how it goes. We're all looking for, sometimes we're all looking at the same stuff.
So on today's adventure, this was we passed it said estate sale, or flea market, and as we're driving along, I had read the address to Yvonne, so she's punching it into her phone as we're heading to Grass Lake.
Yeah, to the salvaged, yep.
And then we realized that it is 6 miles behind us, so we turned around, and as we get there, or as we turned around, it had us go towards a lake, which we stopped at a garage sale, which was not that good.
The canopy was better than the garage sale. I didn't
She
even
goes, this
film
has
it
got to
that.
be good. Look at that canopy. And we got in, and we're like,
It was like
not.
a wedding canopy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. that's
But we
gotta
did
be
make it
going.
back to the flea market, and this is what she got.
All $3. Did you hear her say $3 on film? They're not solid brass, so they're not super heavy, but
They've got some heft
I mean,
to
they've
them,
got
though.
some weight to it. SCC. So they are frogs and mushrooms. Oh my goodness. So love those. $3 and they're beautiful. Even if you didn't use them as bookends and you just paired them together. And then she had this acrobatic frog brass candle holder. I think it might have been $1. I don't remember. Because at the time that we're doing this, I'm not, yeah, they're always a little loose. But
It's got some weight to it also.
yeah, so $1 or $3, I don't know. We always do our ending, like show you the haul before I edit the whole thing. And then for $1, this sweet little mouse toothpick holder. Oh my gosh, he's so super sweet. And he does say Japan, and it was only $1, so love that one.
And then at the front of it, it was this. It would go in a garden. It's a little, neither a bird feeder or a bird bath, but it's got a little frog on the front.
Chris found that one.
And altogether, all of those items, she said, $9. Like that was going to offend us. And Yvonne's the whole time, yep. Kind of like when we're at an auction.
Yeah. Did I get the bulb? I think I got the bulb there too. So this was an old shiny bright. $1. So we got all that for $9. So then the next spot at the flea market, Alex's girlfriend Becca used to play with these, what are they called?
I don't know, big-eyed animal things.
So when
There's some kind of anime-looking stuff.
I don't know what, Zoe was never like one into, so she's been collecting these. So this whole little bag of them was $1, so I picked them up. Look at the little pink elephant. I can see why she likes them because they're adorable. Pink. Big-eyed, and they have little bobbleheads on them, but yes. Yeah, I don't know, pocket pets maybe?
The next thing was, she had a whole bunch of molds, and these, you can see as a leaf. Yvonne goes, do you think I can make something of that? And I'm sure. I mean,
I think I could do some stepping stones. That would be great for the garden.
So, I mean, it's a neat pattern. And actually, if you maybe did it out of that clay, you could actually bend it up and turn it into a bird bath.
Oh, I don't know how well does the clay hold up outside though. That has always been my concern. I don't know how well it holds up outside.
And then the last thing she got from the lady there was this bread box.
You know, it's a pie keeper bread box.
So
Somebody's
it
already
needs
painted
a
it.
little help on the door, but I said all I got to do is just bend this piece of metal back, I believe.
If
and
not,
it'll
we can
lock
do a
in.
magnet.
So
just
and I want to say this all was minimal too.
Each one of those were $1 a piece, so $3 total.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
So still trying to get to Grass Lake, And she goes, oh, there's an estate sale. So yet again, down the road, turn somebody's driveway and turn around.
I had seen the estate sale when I saw the salvage one, but I didn't see anything that was like, ooh, we got to go to this estate sale and be there. I didn't see anything like that. Even when I was we'll show you the video, it wasn't anything. I'm not a snow baby collector. I don't know enough about Longing Burger. Yeah, so we did end up stopping at it. I did, I love bottle brush trees, and I actually have some of them, and these are Department 56, I think, or they're the Snow Baby ones. I'm not really sure. Is that Department 56? Either way, or is Snow Baby's Department 56? I don't know. But I have bought similar ones before, so I picked those up, and I think it was 6 and 6. He sold the two of them together. I did separately pick up these two little guys. They remind me of Boyd's Bears. Oh yes, it is a Boyd's Bear. So we got a little moose, and then we got a little mouse, and they are super sweet. Look at his little tail. Oh my gosh, he's got little whiskers.
It's almost like a cat's tail.
Well, mice have tails, and he's bendable so he can sit. I love myself some littles. I was picking through this box, and I'm like, well, I like this, and then I'm like, I like that, and then like Chris is like, why don't you just see if they'll make you offer on the whole box? So he sold me the whole box of goodies for $10. So I thought this is the perfect timing of putting stuff like that in my booth for a couple bucks. People, oh look at, gotta love a little bit of floral tape. But yeah, people would love little stuff like that. So it's a black kitty. It's a black kitty.
He's got a friend.
Does he have a friend? Oh, he does.
It looks
have
like a dog.
It might be a dog, but yeah. So I thought that was a good deal. Not only can I create with some of it when I pick through it, but I can also. Is that some more floral tape?
Yep.
Well, that was a great. That's a great find on floral tape for $10. But yeah, so didn't hurt to make an offer. There we go. So I knew there was something else that I thought was funny in here. A little sticky guy.
And you got some Easter.
Got some Easter. You just never know. And some witches. There's some witches. Oh, look at the witches.
There's a broom. I don't think it's as good as the broom that you had before.
No, not as good as that one. But, yes. So $10, it was way worth it. Then we stopped at that, I don't remember what that one was called.
Well, we made it finally to Grass Lake.
Well,
and as you can see on the video, we drove up and there was a line. We didn't realize the guy owns multiple buildings in downtown Grass Lake. So there was a line at the first building. And we're like, should we stop? And then we thought, no. So we drive a little bit further, and there is another line at the second building.
More of a line at the second building. So we decided, no, we'd have to come home through Grass Lake, and whenever we finished is when we finished, and then we would stop at the Grass Lake estate sale, and what was ever there would be there. So then we stopped at the, I don't know, it was just called the Antique Mall, maybe? I don't remember right offhand. Didn't really find too much, just wasn't really like our jam. One booth did have a couple things that I thought were fairly priced that I thought I could make a profit on. It was only out of one booth, so you'll have that.
And it was okay.
And it was okay. I know, these are funny. So people do like odd pieces like this, consider it art pieces. So for $10, I can probably put 24 on it and it will sell. So, not a huge profit, but it's a profit nonetheless. And then I was very attracted to these two. I'm not usually a Day of the Dead, but when I didn't know they were Day of the Dead, but when I looked them up, she had them for $5 a piece, and they were going for $20 on eBay right now because we're in the season, so I thought I will take the chance on these two cute little guys. Then we went to the other antique store, and though the things were beautiful, that corner hutch was beautiful, way bigger than what we needed.
They're priced as beautiful pieces.
Yeah,
too.
yes, the $1,200, yeah. Yes, one of those that it's like, oh, that's nice to go and look at, and then we'll just leave.
And it was a small antique store.
Yeah.
Both of them were very small.
Yeah, compared to what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, we're used to going into like big warehouse kind of antique stores. And the second one that we went to was basically 2 rooms. I mean, they were good sized rooms, but there was only 2 of them.
Yeah, they weren't, yeah.
So now we stopped, get something to eat, which was not fun.
No.
But after we got that, then we drove back to Grass Lake. Luckily, no line, so we found a spot to park and walked in. Now, the guy that is running it, we've been to his auctions before, and Yvonne was a little afraid that, you know, his auctions are really nice and they go high. But everything there was marked pretty decent, I thought. You know?
I mean, some are at price, but like always, if you're going to...
It was the first day of an estate sale, too.
It was the first day, and it was the first sale, and a lot of times they're going to bulk things together. So if you're just buying 1 or 2 items, you're probably going to pay retail price for them. But if you're buying multiple items, they'll usually give you a deal.
And he did.
And he did, because he knows that we're resellers. You know, you kind of get that vibe when you're doing that.
We've seen him at auctions. We've been to his auction. So.
Yep. So anyway, so kind of made the first trip around, and there was a few people. And then we went and checked out the other building, and like, okay, there's not a ton to pick here. The prices determined whether we were going to pick it or not. The salvage was gorgeous. No resell in that for us whatsoever.
Some crazy salvage, though. Did you see the pocket doors? They had to have been 12 foot tall.
Yeah, I don't
they
know.
were sitting in the back.
I don't think I videoed those, so they didn't. I
We'll
always tell Chris that he needs to video what he sees, but
I see with my eyes, not my phone.
So anyway, but so I kind of picked some things out from there. But yeah, let's share with you what I got. And of course, I walk in and there's Ben's. And if you know me, I have a weakness for Ben clocks. So I knew if I bought multiples of them, he would give me a deal. So look at that beauty, the age. I'm kind of a fan of the little thingy on the top and that they stand up. Whether they work or not, I don't care because I think they're beautiful. And then this one's similar, but not because of the face. But they're still, a lot of times, if you really wanted to wind them up, a lot of times they do work, but I don't play with clocks like that.
The next one.
And then I love the retro vibe ones, which reminds me of like the 1950s, 20s. I don't have no idea on dates. I just know that I like them. And they had multiple of them, so it was hard for me to pick.
Now, this isn't a Ben.
No, this one is not a Ben, but it's red. So it is cute. So it is a Gilbert. But look at that face and that detail. Oh, red clock all day long with that beautiful face. Oh, and then Chris's find, probably why I'm showing you the rest of the haul, he'll be putting this together. And you know, I just got one of these, which is what's crazy. I finally, like a needle in the haystack, found one, a tinsel tree. In case you're not wondering what it is. It's a tinsel tree. And I gave like $120 for it. And I thought that was a great deal because they go for $300 to $600 depending on the auction and the box. And this isn't the original box. But
they had it marked.
For $50.
So I went in and found Yvonne. I'm like, hey, do you want me to pick up a tinsel tree for $50? And she goes, go get it. So I brought it up to him, and he said that they had marked this, the owners, and he was going to honor it. So he honored this at $50.
Yeah, so the stay sale company didn't mark it $50. The person that had passed away, and it was his estate, he was 93, his wife's still living, had marked it at $50. So he honored it for us. Probably because we were buying multiple things. But hopefully all the pieces are there. We didn't put it together in the store to check it out. So we'll just take our loss at $50. Yeah. So then my picking came in. I don't know, y'all. Are you guys pickers? I mean pickers. Not just skim over the table, look at stuff, pick through the table. But do you look under the table? Do you see those boxes? So knowing how many people had come through and how many people had there probably wasn't enough room. And going at the end of the day, I don't know, they were going on till 4, I think. And there were boxes underneath the tables that I could tell had not been gone through. So I'm like, and then I spied a little speckly candle, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go just, instead of sticking my butt up in there, I'm going to sit down on the floor. I did not care. So one of the things I found in the boxes were this beautiful sifter with that green handle. Oh my gosh, that patina is wonderful. And another little green handle, which has some advertising on it, but there's not a lot of it left, but it's still a green handle. And this is just an old dater. I think it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous decor piece. I've never really picked up one before.
So on one of them, it said when you build see Shelley's Lumber, and this is actually in Grass Lake in Michigan, so it's actually from their hometown. But these, any of them that have advertising, especially if it says Grass Lake or if it says Jonesville or something like that, people will buy it and just hang up, so that way they've got something that says where they're from. When Yvonne was digging through boxes, she found all of these. So these are clock keys. And usually they go for about $5 a piece, and he gave us a really good deal on those also. Now this was at the other place, and they had these pulled out, so she did find a bunch of
They're old
numbers.
porcelain.
And they were $5 a piece, but they're hard to find.
Yes. So I left the zeros behind, but I can see putting them in a flower frog, at least $10 to $12 on a number. They're porcelain, they're old, they're really cool. Then digging, there was this little bitty box. I don't know what was in the little bitty box, but I had to check it out. So they're little individual wrapped paper, and right off the bat, the first thing I opened up was this little goldfish, which of course, you know, Becca collects. Now, not pristine, I don't know if they're all pristine. I don't know anything about them. They're usually, when you open them up, they're going to be that rose tea ones, and I was so happy that they weren't. So there's that one.
Squirrel?
Yes.
Otter?
I think it's an otter. I think this one's an otter. They're so little, you guys. So cute little otter. I know that's an otter. If you can see his little cheesy face, I hope it's focusing. It's probably focusing on my hands more than it's focusing on his cute little face.
There's a squirrel.
And then it was a little squirrel. They're just so super cute. I think there was
Chipmunk?
five. Oh, yep, this one's
And
a chipmunk.
the bunny with its ears are.
Yeah, the bunny had a little bit of damage on his little ears, but I think they're pretty darn old. I wonder if they're the ones that used to come on. Remember, they used to have these little figurines and they'd come on little papers at the dime store? I don't know if that's what these are. And then you got this little bitty chipmunk. He's got the little coloring, and I think he sold me the box for $5. So, you know me, I love littles. I get sucked right in. So digging through the boxes, I saw her right off the bat, this vintage Christmas.
It's funny, too, when she was checking out, he hadn't really seen what she had brought up. It was just flats of stuff. And, you know, she said, I was digging through your boxes and I found this. And he goes, this was in the box? And I'm like, yep, that was in the box. And that was in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in the box. So maybe he'll give her a call and see if she needs a job, you know, for his next estate sale to dig through the boxes.
I tell you, I'm a digger. So this one does not, to my knowledge, have any damage anywhere, has some wear and tear. And then an old bubble light. I'm going to pick those up whether I use them in like decor or resell them. Oops.
Just take them out of my hand.
And then random boxes, there were old bulbs. So of course, Shiny Brights, I'm going to pick, they're not all Shiny Brights, I don't think, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up old vintage bulbs. And this happened to be in a toolbox, a little brass owl. It's Hello. That's easy for him to say. So I'm like, I'm sure he's going to be minimum, and he's very cute.
Yet again, another one he said, this was in a box?
and then look at it. It is a turtle trinket box. Look at his little happy face. He is so happy about life. And it is a trinket box. I don't know the age of it, but he's in wonderful shape. Tortoiseshell. He's got a little double hump going on there.
He's
but
very happy.
Oh, he is very happy. I know. He was like, how did you find that? And I'm like, I just did. So these are the things I saw sticking out of the box were some lucite candles. So you got one pair of lucite, and you know these sell for like $40, $20, something like that a pair. And then these are not quite a pair because it's a short one. I've never seen a short lucite. So this has the silver specks, And this is more of like a rose gold, I would call it. They called it, what did alcohol did they call these?
Oh, the one with the gold flakes. I don't know.
Golden Longer, Gold Longer, what was it? I don't know. Some alcohol. They were having fun that day at that estate sale. That's all I have to say. But yeah, I think I got them for $5 for all 4. Candlesticks are candlesticks to some people. But he knows his business. And then Chris spied this guy, just a happy little pumpkin. I don't know how vintage it is because it's got a barcode, but it was $2. And then I didn't really grab a lot of the salvage, and I saw these little, they were probably the brackets to hold shelves.
No, they're the ones to hold up curtains.
Oh, to hold up, okay. But I actually think you could use these as corbels, just like decor pieces. Think outside the box, fill in the holes, repaint them because they're not painted very well. And just make them, because I checked it out, they do sit up on their own. So I think they would be interesting architectural salvaged pieces. The only ones I could afford there, I think at $10, he charged me for all 4 of them. There was a terracotta pot to be found. I was going to find it. Chris was showing the tinsel tree and the pumpkin, and I spied the 6-pack of little terracotta pumpkins. I did pick up a couple of Bibles. This is a prayer book, and then this is an older Bible. I didn't get a chance. It's kind of dark in there to look up the dates. Now, he said he doesn't charge for Bibles.
They actually have stamps in them.
Yeah, there's a couple stamps. But I was trying to look up for a date without readers on. I don't know. It's telling me how to pronunciate names. I don't know if you have enough wording to help me. Oh, somebody put stamps in it. They like those stamps, but no, I'm not seeing it. I don't see a date in this one. Oops. And then the prayer book Bible. 1908. So, New York, September 1908. So, very, very cool pieces. So I spied these are just nice. Nothing too fancy, probably a newer piece, but just something to stick pictures, postcards, multimedia. I like the little amber. It's plastic, it's not glass, but it's still a nice decor piece if you want to show pictures.
Now, your best find there was probably this.
So there was 2 sides to the 2 tables I was working on that had boxes underneath. And the other one where I found this piece, the boxes on the outside said dishes. Well, come on, y'all. What's the chances? This guy had a ton of stuff, and that doesn't mean necessarily that he wrote on the boxes what it was. So I started opening them up, and none of them, they had a dish in it, but they didn't have dishes in it. So then I got to a box that had a oil lamp and the hurricane on there, and it had some crystal. None of it was Waterford, but then I found a little, and then it's just one little vase with some hat pins in. And now we never can win the bid on hat pins. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab the hat pins. So I know that they sell $10, $15, $20 a piece depending on what they are. So this one was beautiful with the emerald in it, and that green is amazing. And then this one could have been embroidered with somebody's, or monogrammed with somebody's name. And then you just have 2 of the basic ones. Now this one caught Jared's eye, because it has a scarab on it.
He said you need to look that up.
Yes. So, like the ones that I found, and it has beautiful patina on it. So this is an Egyptian scarab. I can't tell if it's brass or what type of metal is, because I'm not an expert on that. But it's probably $100 to $200. I probably do it on an auction. There were a couple on, but they had like carnival glass in them, and they went for $400 to $500. And then one was not as nice as patina, and it went for about $200. So I'd probably try this one at an auction, and somebody who collects hat pins or Egyptian memorabilia. I don't know what it is with the Egyptians and scarabs, though. I know that we see that. Is that their bug? I mean, I know that Chris has watched like the Mummy and stuff like that, and you see
back
those.
in I want to say the teens and the 20s, that was the rage, in like New York and California and the big cities, was to do Egyptian themed stuff. So that is why probably that has the scarab.
Yeah. So I had to pay up $40 for this. So, but I'm like, well, you have to take a chance. So either you fail, you learn, or you win and you learn. Either way. So I thought, why not? We'll see how those sell. I think I've only ever, like at the beginning, got some hat pins in, like on the J Street auction. There was an auction that we went to that we just got a lot of box lots.
I was going to say, usually if you get one, it's because it's in the bottom of a box.
Right, yes.
And no one saw it.
And I know that I sold the other hat pins from the J Street auction right away. You know, Tater's just as interested in all this stuff as we are, right, Tater? So I bought these two head.
It's a head and a footboard, so it's...
Yes. Only because I'm going to I have seen some amazing signs lately, and I know they're large, but I can see making some amazing signage, taking off the bottom part, the long leg part. This one is definitely worse for wear.
That needs to be redone.
And we'd probably pop this piece off, unfortunately, because I'm not going to be able to reproduce that. I guess you could try to by...
Well, no,
Try to
I'll
make it a
take this. I'll take this off. This whole. Or what are you talking? This piece and
this
this?
piece, unless we can figure out how to match that piece up.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a way to make molds. We have to remember we paid $35 for these two pieces. So, and then with those just hanging there, that kind of looks weird. I'm sorry, y'all. But, so I don't know if I'd just leave like just this detail on them and then just take that off just because there's so much broken off of it, or if we have something to replace it. But that was my idea, to make signs off of it. And then I did pick up these two other little pieces, the same thing, to make a couple unique signs. I'm not sure, kitchen cupboards maybe is what they came off of.
Yeah, they would have been in a cupboard.
So
They've got the raised panel on them.
yeah. So Chris is we're gonna put the tree together, and we'll show you if it's all there or not.
No instructions.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Nope, it goes to, yeah.
Ah, I see.
There you go. No, probably. After a changeover, oops, upside down. Yeah, it's all good.
So are they different lengths?
I don't think they're different lengths. I think they're all the same length. But what do I know? Mine was all put together. So I'm gonna go ahead and help him. So all I have to say is, holy crap, it's a big one, you guys. Oh, it is much bigger than the one I picked up the other day. And all the branches are there. Do you want it on the ground? What size is that?
It is a 6-footer.
Wow. Wow. I gotta go get my other one that I just thrifted. That's just crazy. So this was one of those cases that the antique stores were like, I don't know if we'll go back to Chelsea. If we're in the area, we might pop in them. But random sales were okay. The flea market was kind of fun. I mean, it was just that one booth that we scored on. But our big score was holding out, waiting, playing the waiting game. And we might have missed something wonderful at the salvaged estate, but we don't know because we weren't there and we didn't see it. But to go at the end of the day and be able to pick, because like I told Chris, I just felt that with the sign-up list the night before, as many people as we saw standing outside, you weren't going to get the freedom to look around, and you knew it was going to be boxes. It was all salvaged. It was just all that salvaged, and you weren't going to be able to pick through it because there was going to be too many people. So it was one of those where you held out long enough to wait. He found that amazing $50, and they sold it to us for $50 tinsel tree. Oh my God. Pom tinsel tree. He looked it up on eBay, and we'll probably sell it on eBay because it looks like they're going for about $450, and we're just getting closer to Christmas. So that's a great score. And the hat pin. I feel like our whole day that we spent, I don't even know if we spent $500.
No, not even close.
I wish we spend a lot more of that, a lot more than that usually at an auction. So, but yeah, yeah. It was. I'm happy with everything that we got. We picked well, and there should be a profit at the end of the day when it's all said and done. And you know, you can pick it, you can price it, you can clean it, you have to put it all together, and then you have to patiently wait for somebody to buy it. So.
Well, you got plenty of project pieces now too.
Yeah,
to do your little vignettes or the signs and stuff. So.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about those the bed pieces, because I've seen enough of those lately, and that's a huge. That'll make a huge signage of some sort. I'm like, I can imagine a bed and breakfast sign out of that. There's one that's been going around on the interweb of Pinterest and stuff, and it's been like a haunted mansion, which is funny because we've been going to a haunted mansion for auctions. But, you know, but that to me is only like, it's timely. Like you only want to put it up for Halloween or spooky season. But there are people that love Halloween, and they do it all year long. So who am I to judge? So anyway, thanks for going along with Chris and I today. Yes, not every place you walk in is going to be successful, and sometimes you got to just crisscross applesauce, sit on your little bottom and dig through some boxes and see what you can find. And I am not above sitting on the ground digging through boxes, getting my hands all newspaper.
I'll let you do that.
Anyway, again, thanks for coming along with us. And if you're part of our YouTube family, thank you so much. And if you're new and you're checking out our content for the first time and you like a good thrill of the hunt, a good adventure, going to look for pre-loved items, please smash that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know when we upload a new video. And we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what we're up to.
Bye.
Bye. Our protector, he had to have seen a bug. Look at that little tail going. The garage is the best place to go bugging. He doesn't get to chase grasshoppers out in the grass. Oh, he must have saw something. He will patiently wait and wait and wait. You can just tell that tail. Oh, the tail stopped. But I don't have all day to watch. Oh, maybe. Oh, look at, he's on the hunt, y'all. He could spend hours out here. We can't move now because he's on the hunt.
I sent the pencil tree to Alex.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, he is so stinky. Is he going to do a butt wiggle? Is he going to pounce on it? I don't know what it is, if it's in the crack of the garage door or not. Oh. Did you just want to watch the cat at the end of the video?
There's something making a noise.
There is, and he is determined.
It's probably just a little bug in between the insulation.
Well, he hears it though. Too bad that caused water damage on those pieces.